Hey guys, this is Chun 180, and today we're going to be taking a look at the New York Comic Con exclusive Storm Collectibles battle costume Chun-Li. Initially, when I received this figure, first I want to give a major shout out to my buddy Dario, 80s Baby on Instagram. He was able to pick this up for me at the show and mailed it out promptly. So I salute you, friend. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, though, when I got the figure in, the head was off, and the peg would not fit in the joint in the neck, so you could not keep the head on the figure. Unfortunately, I was able to remedy that with some super glue. Yeah, some other people within the community have had the same issues with the figure. Another issue is not so specifically with this one, but the different hair falls off of the head very easily. But before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the paint apps that we have here. The trim is a little bit messy. It could look a little bit better, but not too bad, as you can see here. And let me go ahead and show you guys what I did and what the issue is really with this neck joint. As you can see, this like soft rubbery piece rides up a lot here, and what it does is it actually pushes up against the head of the figure, and you can see stress marks already on here from where it's kind of been wearing against it. Now, unfortunately, I had to glue mine in, but luckily there's another ball joint. Like there's a barbell like pin peg thing that pegs into here, and then this is also on a joint as well. So as you can see, moving around there, I'm not really losing much, if any, articulation whatsoever. And it pops on, as you can see. Looks pretty good. I mean, when the soft plastic works, I mean, it gives you that kind of like seamless, no joint look there. Let's go ahead and look at the accessories real quick, and then we will get into everything else here. So she comes with 3 different heads. We've got a yelling face, kind of a upset face, and then the standard face there, concentration. The cool part is the hair is removable on all 3, so you can swap them out however you like and fit them on. Another thing is these little braids here on the side, they're movable, real soft plastic, so turning the head doesn't prohibit movement whatsoever. You're all good to go there. And the paint on these doesn't look too bad. The likeness looks fairly well, suiting the game, as you can see here. So you have like a windswept hair, more like kind of like back, and then you have like a relaxed kind of hair here. Now it comes with 2 open hands, 2 like, I guess, I don't know. I don't know what kind of hands these would be. Semi-posed hands, I guess. And then you have these ones, or normal ones. Chopping hands. It comes with 2 fists, and then this posed kind of fist, which I think possibly is for the fist. If I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me in the comments. So now let's get into the articulation. The articulation, oh wait, no, there's more, guys, there's more. So we get this effect right here. Pretty cool looking effect. It's hollow. You snap these in. There's a little peg here, and another peg right here, and that just plugs in. And the only thing is, I can't seem to locate a decent, like there is a little hole there, but the little stand that this comes with, I don't think it'll, oh, you know what, it does. It does fit in there. I didn't think it was going to. It didn't look like it was going to fit there. Takes a little bit of pressure, but we get this neat little stand here. It does not look like it wants to support that weight. Kind of cool stand. It looks like they did away with the big bulky Storm Collectible Street Fighter stands, but you know, this thing's kind of cool. It's, you know, if you light it up right, it could look really, really cool. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the articulation here. So the head, as I said before, it has a ball joint in the head on a barbell peg, which has another ball joint here, and then there's another joint inside the neck. So if both of them worked, you could probably get your head to go down even further. But you can move that back and forth. You know, depending on which hair you use, it shows how far up the figure can look. So if we swap that out for this hair, you can look up pretty decently. Not bad. A good range of movement there. You also got a little bit of a butterfly joint here. Oh, hey, look at that. So there is no butterfly joint in there. As you can see in here, it is just a ball joint, and you have this piece covering the articulation. And we're going to try and get this back in. Okay, so we popped it back in the joint, and it's a ball joint, but it does give you some butterfly movement there. Arms go up about that far, go all the way around. We have a bicep swivel here, double hinge elbow, which gets a decent range of movement there. We've got this ball peg here, and the hands go on and off easily, no trouble there. This is another soft plastic piece here. And so are the hands. That's one thing that I do like about the Storm Collectibles figures. The hands are nice and soft, so you don't have to worry about snapping a peg or anything like that. Now that I say that, that did happen with one of my figures before. Just to let you know. So here we have a ball joint here, and what looks to be another ball joint. So you got a ball joint that allows that much movement, and then you got an additional one here, so she can crunch all the way down. And we're popping more joints off. Look at that. Well, since it's popped open, we can see the articulation and what's going on here. Okay. All right, back on track here. And then it works the same in the back too. And then this is like a soft rubbery piece. It gets kind of caught up sometimes. Not as far back, but really, really forward. Goes forward a lot. Okay. So these also turn and pivot, so you can get these things to move around. You can get it to move around fairly well, you know, any way that you like. Now we get down to the legs. And, oh, yeah, see, that keeps happening. There we go. Okay, so legs go out about that far, as you can see here. This is a soft plastic, kind of moves around. Same here with this little rope thingy. You're not going to really, you know, it's not going to get in the way that much. However, your thigh swivel is up here. It's actually in the joint up here. So, and it's not much. Like, that's all you get. You get that and that. That's it. So that's unfortunate. You get double hinged knees, which look pretty nice. No calf swivel there. Now the ankles. Big issue here with the ankles. I don't know what these guys are doing moving forward with their figures, their Street Fighter figures, but they're changing their ankles to not work that well. So this is as far forward or up as the ankles go. That's it. You're looking at it. So if you have the figure in a crouching position, you're going to have to use those toe joints right there. There's no other way to get around that. So if you ever crouch down in a pose somewhat like this, that's all toe, because that's as high up as these ankles go. Now they go back really far, which is nice. So maybe you're just going to get all the articulation out of that right there. I don't know, but that's a problem. And then you get your ankle rocker there, which is kind of weak as well. You get a toe pivot here. So, I mean, you can get this figure in some good poses. It's just going to take a lot of work. And it's really unnecessary because the way that the ankles are, there should be more movement in the ankles, in my opinion. You know, you may disagree, but, I mean, look at this old one right here. You got decent pivot, and then look at it goes up fairly decently. You can even kind of stretch it and get a little bit more. So you can get that look there. A decent pivot, you know, look at that. Look how nice that is. And you get the toe joint. So you can really, I mean, look at that. That just looks cool. So, anyway, here's Chun-Li next to the other pink Chun-Li. And then we also have Hot Ryu here. Not too bad. Like I said, initially I was fairly upset when I opened the figure. You know, I had my friend go through a lot of hassle to get this thing for me. And, you know, the hair pieces fall off fairly easily. The neck, the head just didn't stay on, period. So if you have that same issue with yours and you're watching this, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know. I'd like to know. But, you know, other than that, if you can get around that and get to fixing it, I know Captain McKay, check out his YouTube channel. He found out that a WWE elbow joint would fit in there. He actually sent me one, but I was too impatient, so I glued mine. But it still works good. You know, I still got, it really made the difference when I could move the figure without the head popping off, because it was really bad. It was really frustrating to spend that money and have my friend go through that hassle to get the figure just to have it not do anything. But with that being said, I am Cheney180. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, click subscribe. Yeah, that's all. Check out Toy Migos on Instagram.